Hey guys, it's Aaron and today I'm going to be cleaning out my hamster Charlie's cage. So let's get into it. The first thing I do is put him into this little playpen so he's out of my way while I'm cleaning his cage. So here's his cage, and the first thing I like to do is take off the lid because it's really big and it's in my way. So I take off the lid. And then I just take out all of his toys. And then I also take out his food, his wheel, and his water bottle. Then what I do is with this scoop, I scoop out all the shavings and put it into this bag. Then I just keep doing that until all the dirty shavings are in the bag. So now all the dirty shavings are now into that bag. I get a paper towel and wipe it to make sure there's no remaining shavings. Then I just grab them all up with this paper towel and put this into the bag. Right, so now that the cage part is all nice and clean, I unattach the tubes from the cage. This is always a little bit harder. Then with the tubes, because they're nice and dirty, I empty the shavings into the bag. And then I put the tubes in here. Then I repeat that with all the tubes. After all the tubes have been emptied into the bag, what I do once every 2 weeks is I get nice warm soapy water and scrub off all the poos. But because it's not been 2 weeks yet, I just reattach the tubes the way they were and then attach them to the cage again. Then I do this side. It's much harder to do with one hand. There. Right. I'm going to go and try to put these tubes on because it's really hard to do with one hand. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Now that all the tubes are attached to the cage, I've got some clean shavings here that I'm just going to put back into the cage. I give him quite a thick layer because he likes to cuddle up in the shavings. Right, I'm gonna come back once the shavings are nice and full. So now that I've got all of his shavings in, I've got some fluff here that I'm gonna put in the spots that he likes to sleep. That should be enough. Right, so now that I've got all of his clean shavings and fresh fluff in and his cage is all nice and clean, I'm just gonna start by putting all of his toys back into his cage. He's got the different toys that he has. He has a wheel. He has this Lego wall that I made and a Lego roof. I just put it like that because whenever I had a full house and he just took the lid off and slept under it. So there's no point in taking up a lot of space pitting a full house in, so I've just done that. And then he also has this little snowman, penguin I think it is, that goes back there in the corner. And then he's got a stick and a piece of wood that he can chew on. That goes right there. That's what it looks like with all his toys. Now the next thing I have to do is give him fresh water. So I'm going to empty out the bad old water and I'm going to give him some fresh cold water. Now all I have to do is I have to put this back into his cage. Now he's got fresh water, all of his toys are back in, and his wheels back in. The next thing I like to do is make him a little treat / toy. What you need is a toilet roll tube, and you need to fold down the corners into the bottom of it. And then you just need to put in a scoop of food or vegetables, or if you have any treats, you can put some treats in there. And then you just fold the top down like that. And then what they have to do is they have to chew it to get to the food. So I'm just going to pop that in his cage, like right there. There we go. Now the next thing I need to do is make his food. So I'm going to pour out the bad food that he's had for a while. And now I need to put a scoop of fresh food in. I give him quite a few scoops. I don't have a certain time where I feed him lunch, breakfast, or dinner, or anything like that. I just give them food whenever they need it. So I have a full bowl of food and I just keep topping it up whenever it needs topped up. There, so now that I've got a full bowl of food for him, I'm just going to pop that in his cage. Now I've got everything ready for his cage, so I'm just going to put him back in his cage and see how he thinks. You ready to go back in, Charlie? Right. So I'm just going to put him in. He normally runs around and explores when he just goes in, even though I leave it the same. Once every month or so, I'll switch up the tubes for him so he's got a little change, so they're not the same all the time. But I just left them the same today. Right, now I'm going to put a few cute clips up on the screen. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you learned anything from it. So subscribe, like, and comment down below what video you want me to do next. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed. Bye!